Hey everyone, it's Angelo from Jacker Digital, and today we're going to be talking about getting started running ads on Facebook and Instagram for your e-commerce business. Now, when I meet entrepreneurs who have never taken this journey before, one of the first questions they always ask me is, Angelo, how much should I be spending on my ads when I'm just getting started out? And the answer to that is, I'm not sure and it depends. And so usually I get a follow-up question is, well, how much should I be expecting to see cost per conversion, or how much should I expect to pay to get my leads or something like that? And unfortunately, my answer is the same. I'm not sure and it depends. And before you start questioning whether I'm really an ads expert or not, I promise you it's just because there are so many things that determine the results of your ads that have nothing to do with the money that you put in. Things like your cost per click, your conversion rate, and the average order value of your product or service are going to matter a lot more when you're just getting started than how much money you can afford to put in. And the problem that a lot of beginners have is that they simply don't have this information. If you've never run ads before, you're not sure how your audience is going to perform or how your ads are going to perform. And I know that drives a lot of people to go to Google and say, like, what is the average order value, or what is the average click-through rate, or what is the average blah, blah, blah. And you're going to get a number. I promise you, if you type it into Google, average conversion rate of Facebook ad, it's going to spit out a number to you. But before you believe that number, I want you to know that almost every industry performs differently on almost every metric on Facebook. Cost per click, cost per conversion, average lead click, average lead time, view time. All of that stuff is going to be different for every industry. In fact, according to WordStream, some of the data they dug up shows that there could be as big as a $3 difference in one of the most important metrics for entrepreneurs out there. That's right, cost per click. And you can see that some industries are paying as high as $3.77 per click, while other industries are paying as little as 60 cents per click on average. With a range that big, you cannot base your campaigns off a median price or the best price or even the price listed for your industry. Because even businesses that perform similarly and run ads on the same budget can have vastly different results if even one of those things is slightly changed. And I know the proof is in the pudding, so I'm going to show you 4 examples of businesses that are running ads on the same budget. They have very similar metrics, but they get vastly different results. Let's dive in and take a look. In this example, all of the brands would be spending the same budget, $100 per day, but let's see how some important things like their cost per click and their average order value can affect the performance of their ad. In our first example, we have an ad with a cost per click about $1. That's not too bad, and we can see off the budget of $100 per day, we're expected to drive 100 clicks to our website in this campaign. Now, this store has a conversion rate of 2%. So we can see off that traffic of 100, we're expected just 2 conversions. This store has an average order value of $50. And so we can see that they're expected to make about $100 from those 2 customers. What this means at the end of the day is that this ad has a ROAS, or return of ad spend, of 1. And what that means is for every dollar this ad spends, it's making $1. That is not great. Let's take a look at another example. In our second brand, we have another ad that's performing about the same cost per click, $1 per click. So we're again going to be driving 100 clicks to our website, converting the same 2% into conversions. However, when we get to the average order value, this brand, their customers spend double. Their customers spend about $100 on average. And so we can see here, the return is going to be $200 from those 2 customers. And that's a return of 2 times. So without changing the cost per click, without getting more clicks, or without changing the conversion, this brand is performing 2 times better than the other brand on the same budget. Let's keep moving forward. We have another brand here, and their ads performing a lot better. They're getting 25 cents per link click, which means that they're expected to drive 400 people to their website off that $100 budget. That's pretty good. Now, if they're converting the same 2% as the other stores, then we're going to get 8 conversions out of this same audience. If this store has an average order value like the first store, which is $50, then we'll see that they'll get about $400 return out of these 8 customers. And that is a 4 times return on this ad spend of $100, which means for every dollar they're spending, they're making $4. Let's take a look at store 4. Here, like our last example, they're spending 25 cents per link click, and they're driving 400 people from their budget of $100 a day. On that same conversion rate of 2%, they're getting that same 8 customers. However, like our second store, they have a slightly higher average order value at $100 per customer. And so this client is making $800 from that same $100, which is a 8 times ROAS, or for every $1 they're spending, they're making $8. So you can see, thinking back to my first questions, if I told all 4 of these people, spend $100 a day on your Facebook ads, person number 1 and 2 would be very upset with me. Person number 3 might come back, and person number 4 would say, this is the best advice anyone ever gave me. And now I'm not telling you guys to not run ads or to waste a bunch of money or that it's going to cost you a bunch of money. I just want you guys to start getting familiar with the ideas that really govern advertising. It's not about the money you put in. It's about how the audience reacts after you put the money in. And you're really not going to know that until you get started on your journey. Now, I know I didn't answer any of you guys' questions in this video, but I promise you in the next video, part 2, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how much money you should be spending on your Facebook ads just getting started out, and how you can start figuring out some of these important metrics that are going to determine the success of your future campaigns. So I'll see you guys in the next video.